What up, YouTube? It's your boy AJ back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why Safuu is so much better than everyone else. So let's get into it. So when I think about Safuu, I think about a brand that actually came out the gate, they formulated a plan and said, hey, we're going to do this and we're going to stay on this path before we migrate to something else. It's similar to when you think about Apple. When Apple first launched their smart device, they only came out with a phone. And it's good that they did that because they wanted to perfect the smart device before adding any other iterations or any other devices to the family. And that's what a lot of competitors around Safuu fail to do. They come out with a rebase token, not only just a rebase token, but a DEX, a game to play, a way you can stake your tokens. And for investors, that's taken away from the actual price because investors are always talking about the price keep dropping. There's too many whales getting into these games. They put bigger wallets in there. They're taking all the proceeds and leaving the little guys with nothing because once they get into one of these staking games and they cash out, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a long road to recovery from that point. But I'm glad Safuu only focused on one thing: buying the token, holding the token. Rebasing. It's the only thing you need to focus on because Safuu is also coming out with SafuuX that's adding more things to the protocol, which is good because it's completely separate from the actual Safuu protocol itself. And you want something that's consistent, doesn't change, not always updated like some of the competitors, and it just gives investors peace of mind. And that's what you want from a protocol. You want a protocol that's been consistent since launch, no changes, no upgrades. Only thing that's been added to the Safuu protocol is the calculator. So there's not been a lot of change. I mean, the calculator is very helpful for a lot of people, as it should be. But that's what you want as an investor or a new investor. You want something you can come in and navigate easily through. When you look at some of the other competitors, you go to their websites, it's just overwhelming. It has a part for take your tokens here, buy your tokens and hold here. Oh, play this game here, enter to win. I'm like, it's way too much going on. It's too much broad thinking. All right. So speaking from an entrepreneurial standpoint, that's not going to get you anywhere. We have a saying that we say in the business world: fail fast and pivot. All right. So I wish that was the same with a lot of crypto: fail fast and pivot. But no, they don't pivot. They keep adding to their failures to create a bigger failure. I mean, what's the point of that? That's the reason why a lot of investors are migrating to Safuu, because of that mindset. Stop adding to the failures, make something new, and make it better. All right, that's all I want to say. But anyway, let's get into this video. Let's talk about a few specific companies. So the first company up I want to talk about is LIBERO. I've been in LIBERO since day one launch. It's been an inconsistent protocol. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. When you launch a product, you want to launch a product in an area where you're good at. You want to perfect that area before doing a lot of other things. So looking at the website firsthand, what do you see? A lot of stuff going on. Just, you got dashboard, you have account, you got swap, you got earn, you got DAO. You have a lot of things. You have this big old banner. And it's just overwhelming for a new investor, especially for people that's just getting in crypto for the first time. You don't want to get into crypto to something like this, because then you start to think, I'm like, is this even real? It seems sketchy, because when you're plastering things like this all over the place and making your website look like this, yeah, it does look very sketchy. And I was pretty skeptical myself. And sometimes I'm still am skeptical, even though I'm still in the protocol. But as you see, looking at the market cap, it's only $4 million in market cap. And the price is crazy. This price ain't really worth anything, and it's only going down from experience from being in it. Let's scroll down and talk about a few things. Let's talk about marketing, development, treasury. All right, so it's good that they have $1.2 million, for marketing and development costs. And you look to the right, you also see LIBERO insurance treasury. They have over $4.5 million in insurance treasury funds. I feel that they should use that more often because I'm in the protocol. I don't really see them use it as much. They should definitely use it to try to help this price. But we're going to talk about probably why they do not use it as much as they should. I'm going to scroll down looking for volume. So we're at the DEX tool chart. $22,000 in volume, 24-hour volume. That's horrible. I wouldn't use my insurance fund either if I wasn't getting that much volume. I mean, it's bad. The sales are pretty okay. It's 148 sales right here and 157 buys. But it's all about volume. If you don't have enough volume coming into the protocol, there's not enough money to be dispersed between investors. All right. So eventually it's going to run dry. And a lot of investors are going to be stuck holding the bag. Because I know a lot of whales that was in here when I got in, they took a lot of profits, caused a massive dip in the price. And it's not good. It's not a good feeling at all. It's just not. So we're going to keep going down. We're going to look at all of this stuff. Like, look how overwhelming this is. For an investor, you don't want to have to read all of this stuff. It's just, it looks sketchy. I'm just saying, it just looks too damn sketchy. It's too much to read. I'm like, why am I reading all this? Just have a video or something with a walkthrough, or just take all these words away. I mean, that's marketing 101. If you started a business, which I consider this a business, you should freaking know that you don't want to overwhelm your customers. Customers don't like long names. They like minimal words, and they like things that get straight to the point. And this has neither. So we're just going to start going over. So if you have an account, you know, this is where your account would be. But like I said, you still have all of this. Like, why do you need all this information? No one is going to read all of this. It's just overwhelming. It makes you not even want to invest. We're not going to do the swap. We're going to go to the earn. So we have the LIBERO bank. All right, so basically, this part of the protocol is a way you can stake your tokens, you know, long term from like 1 to 4 years, as it states right here. So, like I said, there's not a lot of volume out there. So if you're staking your tokens for 1 to 4 years, you're at a loss already. I mean, you pretty much lost your money at $22,000, you know, a day in volume. That may be on the high end right now. I'm sure it's a lot lower than that, but you're not going to get your money's worth. So if you stake, you know, hundreds or even like a few dollars in there, you're not getting that money back. You might as well just withdraw it. But in order to withdraw it, it's definitely going to come with a penalty. So let's see where that penalty is. Okay, so here we go. Early unlock penalty fee, 90%. That's insane. So another reason why a new investor would want to invest, because once you see this, if you see this, you're definitely going to be like, hey, this is dumb. There's not enough volume out here. I'm getting taxed 90% if I withdraw, and the price keeps dumping. So what's the point? So it's just a lot of things. So the DAO, yeah, it's just way too much information. It's just too overwhelming for anyone. And this protocol right here has not been doing good for a very long time. And we're going to go to CoinGecko and just look at the most recent price action. You see right here is a drop in price. You can say it's a bear market, or you can just say there's not a lot of volume out there. I mean, you picked the battle on this one. So let's go down and actually see where the all-time high is. All-time high was 14 cents 4 months ago. Okay, I get that a lot of tokens, a lot of cryptocurrencies in general are dropping in value. But looking at this is such a major drop off, like especially going to the all-time low, because this current price ain't too far from the all-time low. If you have to ask me, I would say it's the volume along with the website. It's too much to navigate, and for a new investor, you're going to get deterred from even investing in the first place. So that needs to change, or just drop the protocol and just move to something else, which they have done, which I'm going to get to later. At the end of the day, there's not enough volume out there, and there's not enough liquidity out there. The treasury has more money in it than the entire market cap. You know, think about that for a moment. Your treasury has more than your market cap. So I don't know. Maybe it's dead. You guys let me know. So let's go to LIBERA, the new project of this failed project. Looking at the website, you already know it's the same company. Only thing they did differently, they changed the O for LIBERO to LIBERA. They put an A on the O. So makes it less confusing, right? I guess. Makes it dumb as hell if you ask me. You should have just said LIBERO Classic, LIBERO Part 2 or 2.0 or something. It would have been much better than putting LIBERO to LIBERA. It's still confusing as hell. But anyway, look at all of these words. I hate looking at so many words in one place because I look at it, scam. First thing comes to my mind is scam because there's way too much going on and it's too many pictures and banners and things being plastered everywhere. But let's go down. All right, so one thing I can say about this token is that it has been maintaining a consistent price. Let's go to CoinGecko and check this one out. Looking at the price, $1.81, much better than LIBERO. Pretty much this whole protocol is better than LIBERO, the first version, with better trade volume as well. So let's go down to the all-time high. So we're looking at the all-time high. It hit $2.65. All-time low was $1.06. Not too bad, not much of a gap. And especially looking at the current price at 181, it definitely has a lot of potential to hit the $2 mark again. So it remains to be seen. So let's go back to the website. Let's keep scrolling down. Here's another gimmick. You stake your LIBERA token into the bank and you can win a Lamborghini Gallardo plus $20,000 BUSD every month. Don't sound like a bad way to get people in. I give them that. That's a really good marketing tool. But let's just see if they have enough volume coming in to actually afford to pay this out. So let's keep going. All right, so more words, more things to look at. It's just way too much going on. They just really need to trash the website. Just junk it. Make something better and make it understandable for anybody out there. And just like when you're at your job, you want to make a training folder. So just say you go on vacation and you need whoever's coming into the job temporarily to pick up the slack. You want to be able to understand everything from step 1 all the way to step 20. Like they can just pick up this binder and just say, hey, I can do this job with confidence. I can't invest with confidence looking at this. I'm like, it's way too much going on. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. It just scares me to keep saying this because it's like, okay, wow. I'm surprised I'm in the protocol when I look at this. So, oh no, I took the chances so you guys didn't have to. We can put it like that. Let's keep going. All right, buy fee 5%. That's good. Sell fee 16%. Not always the case. So we're gonna talk about this sell fee. There's a big sell-off. It's a thing called a limit breaker. It increases the sales fee from 16% to 25%, which obviously you have to pay more taxes on, not including the taxes you have to pay on the actual exchanges, which can be anywhere from an additional 10 to like 20%. So at that point, you have 45% tax potentially. But they need to put that right here. Information like that needs to be translated well right here. And another reason, too much going on, not enough clear and concise information. Keep going. All right, so I don't really care about all the other stuff. You know, it's pretty much, this website pretty much works like LIBERO. Too much going on, a lot of stuff like this. So, man, this is why I made this video, to actually, you know, just identify what our competitors are doing compared to Safuu. I'm happy Safuu is not doing all of this. It's just way too much going on. If Safuu did this, it wouldn't be no Safuu right now. Everybody would be making videos about, I knew Safuu was going to fail. I'm like, yeah, but they didn't go off the path that they originally started. They started as a rebase. They're continuing as a rebase. They're not doing all these miners, these stakings, these words, all this crazy stuff. So let's get into another protocol. Everybody knows TITANO. TITANO website looks a lot cleaner than LIBERO. I'm not overwhelmed with words. So let's scroll down, see what's going on. TITANO price 0.0030, market cap 30 mil, no APY 102,000, 80,000 holders. Looking at their website is pretty straightforward. So let's go to CoinGecko. We see the price pretty comparable to the website. Only thing I care about is this volume. The volume's not looking too good. It's actually worse than LIBERA and LIBERO at 9,122. Now let's go down to highs and lows. We see that TITANO hit an all-time high at 21 cents and an all-time low at 0.0025. Let's go back to the website and figure out all the other things that they're doing that may be affecting the volume. We're going to go to launch app. After launching the app, the first thing that you notice is the liquidity. $2.57 million in liquidity. That has to be a lot higher. They have to get the volume up to make this liquidity a lot higher, because right now they're just holding on. And looking to the right, you see Treasury, $6.22 million. It's probably contributing to this market cap, because there's obviously not enough volume out there. In order to keep the price up or keep the market cap up, you have to have money elsewhere. So you see the Treasury is big. Looking at the Treasury is a big contributing factor to the market cap, because there's no volume out there. There's no reason to spend money from the Treasury, as it seems like they don't really do much of to buy back up the price when no one is buying in to begin with. So you have to be smart about how you manage your Treasury funds. Let's go down and look at other things. So we have the TITANO lottery and we have the play protocol. Just other taking, giveaways and things to help investors, win money and things of that nature. But like I said before, you have to perfect one area before moving to the next. You have to prove stability before you can actually integrate all of these other things. That's the reason why 95% of companies fail in general, because they're overextending their resources. They're doing way too many things early on than just sitting back and, hey, we came out as a rebase token. We want to remain a rebase token. We want to get our fan base up, get our liquidity up, and then we're going to start doing giveaways. If you have the money up front to do a giveaway, hey, go for it. That's just my take on it. You guys may see it differently. I'm just seeing it from experience as an entrepreneur and serial investor. This is what I see all the time. It drives me crazy. It should drive some of you guys crazy too, that's in the protocol, watching the price drop and wondering if the price ever going to recover. Now that we got this out the way, let's go to Safuu. Me guys, this is my first time looking at the new Safuu website, and it looks really good. And first thing I notice is not a lot of words. So let's scroll down and just point out a few things. So I'm happy that they integrated this on the front page. How much can I earn with an actual calculation? It's not going to be accurate, but it gives you, some perspective on, like, if I put this in, I can potentially get this. So let's keep it going. I love this countdown. Actually, it has the countdown right here. It looks great to the next rebase, if you guys are not familiar with the time. So we get paid every 15 minutes, 96 times a day. So it's counting down to the next payout. It looks so clean. It doesn't look like a gimmick, because their biggest focal point is rebase token, nothing else. It's only rebasing. We're not playing all these games. We're not staking anything. We're just rebasing. We're just buying the token, holding it, and letting it pay us. Okay. More in-depth explanation. Pretty much everything I just explained. We're getting paid every 15 minutes. So let's keep going. Address. This is so freaking awesome. The Safuu ecosystem. This is how a website should be. It should explain every other thing that you're doing, but not intertwining it all in one protocol. These are all separate protocols. So we're looking at Safuu protocol, which is this one, SafuuX, which is the blockchain, Safuu Racing, which is the racing team, travel, which would be airfare, air travel, and lifestyle, just be, merch and other different type of branded material. And who knows what's next. But this is how it should be on any website. You're not trying to do everything at one time, all in one protocol. Leave other things for that. Like you have another website, have a different team to manage that. You have to, but you gotta have the volume first of all. You gotta have the money. You gotta have the resources to do it. They perfected the rebase token mechanism. The money is coming in. The volume is there. So Safuu can afford to do it. Not many companies can do what they're doing. When you're a company like LIBERA or TITANO, you can't afford to do all these things that Safuu is doing because it shows your price is not there, the volume is not there, liquidity is not there. Let's keep going. All right, so everything is pretty straightforward. So next we're gonna go to CoinGecko and just look at the price. The current price is 21.86, but I only want to look at a few things on this page, which is the volume, all-time high and all-time low. We see right here that the volume is currently over $1.4 million in the 24-hour trading period. That's insane compared to everything else we looked at. Shows that there's a lot of investors and a lot of consistency within, the Safuu protocol. So let's go down to all-time highs and lows. So the all-time high is $227.55 with a low of $9.01. With these all-time highs and lows, they're not the real all-time highs and lows from when a protocol first launched. They're only based on when it launched on CoinGecko. I just wanted to iterate that since I didn't mention it before. But I'm going to put some captions in the video to say just that. As an investor, you have to look at these trends. And you also got to pay attention to the volume of even though we got a lot of users in here, is there a consistent volume? You see the $1.4 million in volume with Safuu compared to the other volume, it's crazy. At least the volume is going to get you paid. If there's no volume, the protocol ain't going to stay around for a long time. Like the other protocols, they're slowly tapering off. They keep adding things to give money away just to get people to buy in, but they can't maintain the people because once people enter these competitions and win, just say $20,000, they're not going to stay in these protocols. They're going to take that money and dip, and it's going to drop the price again. And that's something that Safuu is not doing. They're doing giveaways, which is completely separate from adding this mechanism into the protocol. You can have a giveaway. It's not the same thing as having a lottery or a bank or a staking mechanism because that's consistently going to happen. A giveaway only happens every so often. All right, so I'm gonna cut this video short. Please like, comment, subscribe, holla at your boy. I'm out. Peace.